Hey YouTube, how are you doing? Today was the 5.5 special program for Genshin Impact, and you'll be getting a new region. At least that's pretty much already what it. And I already know that unfortunate thing. Unfortunately, Janssen is a four-star, so the characters are not really too interesting. Like who the heck cares about that cow? But I guess here we are anyway. Let's see what if at least the despite the characters being kinda whatever, if at least the rest of the version can be somewhat decent with some story, maybe. I don't know if they put in some main story or something, or what stuff is happening, because that one is definitely not finished yet, so maybe we actually get to see a continuation, because the father still need to get the nurses. But before we get to that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's see what they were cooking with this version. That's collective of the plenty. That the volcano. Even painted the volcano. That's the new Saurus. What do you even do with one of these? Guess you can ride around and crash it into boulders. I have Janssen. I would have pulled for her. She fast. That means just getting around fast is the ability. I mean, the cow can run too. Yeah, that's the cow. That's like a character coming out of nowhere that nobody cares about and got the 5-star. Easiest skip of my life. That looks goofy as hell. What the heck is that running? What sort of roadrunner running is that? Fighting against these? Wait, I think there's some repeated thing now. Let's skip to the
It's just about to start. Oh, and speaking of, hello everyone! Welcome to the Genshin Impact version 5.5.
Where are the other two dudes? What are the names? One was called Gabe and like where are the localization guys? Okay, I forgot what the other one was called. I know what was. That's a bit awkward. It's. Let me check what. Kai, where's Kai and Gabe? We need Kai and Gabe back. This would be the perfect version to still have Kai and Gabe. Then we wouldn't have to deal with the cow.
Special program. My name is Naomi McDonald, and I voice Yume Mizuki. As for my co-host, if you've checked out the bulletin board at the Weary Inn, you might have heard of a warrior from the Collective of Plenty who once ate 80 people's worth of food all by herself. I wonder who it could be.
That would be my character. Hello, everyone. My name is Jane Jackson, and I'm the voice of Varessa.
Exciting! We get to host the special program together. Although I was kind of surprised when I got the invite, I have to be honest. I mean, Mizuki's Natland Bathhouse isn't opening in version 5.5.
Well, actually, the theme of today's program is a travel guide, and Mizuki is an experienced traveler, right? So I think it's a good match.
Yeah, no, I guess you're actually right.
So, to kick things off, does everyone remember how Ion-san invited the traveler to check out our tribe, the Collective of Plenty? Well, in version 5.5, travelers will get to do just that.
Awesome. The character you voice is from there, right? Doesn't that mean you have some inside scoop to share?
Oh, it would be my pleasure. Let's see. Oh, let's start with the version trailer.
Is it about the... Oh, it's about the small dinosaur that he... So this will probably be finished then. The work quest. Maybe.
We made it! Welcome to the Collective of Plenty.
What up, my dudes? The name's Aoife, a vet.
Hey, what? Oh, that's Aoife. I didn't... So that's what he looks like. To be honest, that's not the color scheme I would have expected. You make another random one of 5-star or something. Guess they really don't like money.
From the Flower Feather Clan.
Nothing gets the blood pumping like a contest to see which tribe's the strongest, huh?
Time for a real showdown. Form first.
And the price.
Start the clock.
Kind of how it always is with 4-star and 5-star version of an ability and how it translates to the dino. Jensen will have the scuffed version, then the dinosaur, and the best version will be on the cow.
Anyway, I'm sorry, but I gotta get some food in me.
That running looks so dumb.
Get ready to feast!
More, please! Catch me if you can! If you can figure out which way to go, of course! Yep! Let me show you Let me show you. Hero incoming! Oh no, not good! The volcano is acting up
Better
again!
get palm. Oh. New boss. floating island. So where's the demon? It's gonna be more than one. It looks like an exclusive zone tied to the Sora story or something.
Ungrateful humans! Is there really some kind of evil power inside the sacred flame crystals?
I gotta think this through. What should I do?
It would be great if we could get to the bottom of this, but not every historical mystery can be unraveled.
To be honest, I have no idea who the voices are. I don't play with the English voices, so for me that just... I don't know which character's which. Was one of them Sitlali? Let's get a picture of the screen. We're already gonna see too much of that.
Plenty is the traveler's final stop in their tribal tour of Natlan. The tribe is located near the great volcano of Tolan, which has been looming in the distance since version 5.0. The people of Natlan view the volcano
Yes, I never
as a
noticed
sacred
that
mountain.
volcano.
Ooh.
Oh, lucky hide. It took me actually somewhere on point. It took me actually for some people to point it out that there's a volcano in the distance that always erupts to even notice that it was there. I never actually noticed. And I wouldn't have on my own noticed that there's a volcano in the distance. I only know somewhere is the collective of the plenty.
Sacred Mountain. That sounds a bit cool.
Yeah. So for travelers who have played through the Cinder City World Quest, the name might sound familiar. It's the place we were told to take our Saurian companion. So if you're planning to explore the volcano, head to the tribe first and keep going from there.
Whoa, that platform looks like it has bull horns. Kind of like Varessa. Must be one of the main attractions of the tribe. Huh. Did that volcano just erupt?
Ooh.
Yeah. The volcano is dormant most of the
Wait,
time.
is
but
actually
if the
dangerous
ground
and
starts to shake, it could be a sign that an eruption is imminent. But if that happens, you can just find somewhere safe and watch the volcanic rain.
I don't think they would make that zone actually dangerous. I think the volcano eruption is going to be way less dangerous than walking around in Dragonspine. I feel like the people would be are too soft to like environmental stuff like that.
It's actually really beautiful. Oh, and you'll probably encounter
You
falling
can
rocks
run
too,
through the
but the
boulders.
tribe Saurians can help out with that.
Oh, nice.
I mean, let's be real, they wouldn't dare to make an environmental thing that would even be... I thought Dragonspine was pretty relaxing. If anything, Dragonspine gave you a lenient timer. And the only times where it's kind of a... Well, I guess maybe it's also because people ran in there with like literally naked characters instead of going to Liyue. But Dragonspine was relaxing actually mostly. I never once had trouble with Dragonspine despite constantly using Barbara. Although I can see if you don't use any power DPS, you probably have it annoying. I was using Diluc at that time. But Dragonspine was never really that rough of a mechanic. You always had like something close by, something where you have... But I think this volcano mechanic is probably way more tame. Like it's probably nothing. There's probably like a few circles somewhere where 9 times out of 10 you don't even have to bother dodging anything. It's gonna be like the Diet Coke version of dangerous environment of sorts. You probably have more dangerous environments in Inazuma pre-fixing stuff. Like the lightning in Inazuma is probably the way more dangerous than on that one island where it's constant. Because I don't see them putting anything danger. They're like, people will be too stressed. People probably these days get a panic attack from if there's a lightning effect during the actual rain that does like 10 damage or so.
Like the other tribes, the Collective of Plenty is home to a unique kind of saurian, the Tatankasaur. The little ones may look cute and innocent, but don't be fooled. Adult Tatankasaurs are powerful creatures. They can smash rocks and other objects by sprinting at them. Striking something with their horns triggers their fighting spirit, enabling them to perform a second sprint, which is faster, boulder. More powerful, and allows them to briefly dash across water or liquid phlogiston. Tatankasaurs are gentle creatures at heart, but when they get serious, their brute strength
so
is
Jensen
nothing
and
to
Cow
scoff
can
at.
it too.
Take advantage of the indwelling mechanic during exploration, and no obstacle will
Too
be
bad
able to stand in
Jensen
your
is only a
way.
4-star, so she will have the scuffed
I should
version.
also mention, Veressa has a Tatankasaur companion of her own. Her name is Vanana.
Oh, she even has a little bow on her leg. What's she doing?
Oh, looks like she's keeping watch over the orchard for Veressa. And speaking of the orchard, let's look at some of Veressa's food favorites.
Okay.
Veressa's
Who cares
family
about
owns
the
the
food?
orchard, so it looks like their fresh fruit made the top of the list. Being so close to the volcano makes the Collective of Plenty a great farming area, so the fruit is even more delicious.
Oh, what about that? What's the Epic Feast Showdown?
Well, it's actually a speed eating contest featuring a ton of delicious food.
The servings are that big? How do people even finish something like that?
Come hungry, I guess? Veressa will
I guess
introduce the
Paimon
traveler to
finally
another one
found
of her
her
favorites during
place.
Tribal Chronicle, a fruit-flavored mushroom.
And we're sure it's not poisonous?
Well, just think of it as a regional delicacy. It's supposed to taste really good, but there's actually a legend about these mushrooms in the Collective of Plenty.
A legend, huh?
Yeah.
They're eating
Most
magic
of the mushrooms
mushrooms.
are red, but according to the legend, if you see a green one, it must be picked and eaten right away.
Wait, what happened to the regular mushroom? Isn't that a fungus?
Okay, so this might sound weird, but looks like that's all we can divulge for now. But don't worry,
you don't
all
eat
will
it,
be
it gets-
revealed
it
in
attacks
Veressa's
you.
Tribal Chronicle. Whether you want to participate in the Epic Feast Showdown,
That's what it looked like. If you don't eat the green one, you disrespected it in its existence, and it comes to life to murder you.
unravel the mystery of the green
You got-
mushrooms or learn
and
more about
the red
Veressa
one makes you
herself,
grow, am I
be
right?
sure to check it out. Plus, you don't have to progress through the whole Natland story to start her chronicle. And if completed within a certain time frame, travelers can earn primo gems and level up materials.
To be honest, I'm not interested in the magic. That's a skip for me. I don't care about the
For
cow.
Veressa.
During the Abyss invasion, Veressa was busy defending her tribe, right?
She was busy
The situation
eating.
was so dangerous back then. I hope she didn't get hurt.
Well, Veressa may seem
She was busy not existing at the time. That's what she was.
to move at her own pace, but don't be fooled. She's a fierce warrior of her tribe. As long as she can get herself in the zone.
Oh, you mean by eating 100 servings? of-
No! Well, okay, that is one way. But she also has a different method. So Veressa grew up reading stories about Natland's heroes, and she always dreamed of following in their footsteps. So she made herself a mask modeled after the one her idol Fiatenna wore. Whenever she wears the mask, it's like she can channel the hero she always wanted to be.
Oh,
If
that's
Jensen
so
was a
sweet.
5-star, I would have pulled.
Alright, let's take a look at her combat abilities.
She looks 4-star as hell.
Late again.
And her, what is this running? What is this roadrunner running? What the heck is this dumbass? Let's get rid of this.
What a fair.
Coordinated, awkward, and clumsy. Her elementals. Even stronger plunging attack. Veressa can unleash a
Kick.
Of course, it needs to be.
Let's use
Are
King
some of
Crim's.
Janson's tips for a successful
Alright.
visit to the Collective of Plenty. So, let's take a look at some of the recommended activities around her tribe. The Collective of Plenty is all about brute strength, so wrestling matches are a popular activity, especially between people and Saurians. If you're interested, head to the wrestling arena to check it out.
Whoa, that looks like a close match.
Travelers might also spot matador Monitus around the outskirts of the
What
tribe.
the heck is this?
I get the name now. They definitely look like bullfighters.
Or, I guess, Saurian fighters in this case? Anyway, these little guys are pranksters that like to taunt the Tatankasaurs with their banners. In true
She does not have
collective
that
of plenty fashion,
Janssen is
the best
sprinting
way to
and
get
doesn't
rid of
have
them
that
is by
stupid leg
charging
movement.
straight at them. Of course, we can't forget about the most popular pastime in the tribe, exercise.
Also, the way they handled her version of the running will be shittier, so you're better off using the dinosaur. That's kind of how it always with the 4-star. Because Kachina is way worse than the Tepetlisaurus. Because Kachina is like so fucking slow with this thing. Actually, Ororon is alright for that. Ororon is actually kind of alright, but Ororon is more for utility ability. But Kachina compared to Shilonen, Kachina is so trash compared to Shilonen in her utility. Because her thing is so slow and awkward to use.
And since Ion-san is a professional trainer, a lot of people come to her for nutrition plans, training plans, and strength training exercises. I mean, she can do it all.
Yeah, but it's quite the contrast seeing her train people who are so much bigger than her. But once you learn about her personality, I feel like you don't even notice her height anymore. She just definitely seems dependable and supportive.
Definitely. So let's take a look at how all that training plays out in combat.
You haven't quite hit your reps for today. Come on, one more set. Controlled breathing. Start the clock. Heads on.
As you can see, Ion-san is an electro polearm user.
Polearm?
Because I'm not
But
too familiar
isn't
with
that a
other roles.
barbell?
Hey, a barbell can be an effective weapon, but only in the hands of an experienced in-game professional, of course. So don't try this at home, travelers.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave the barbell fighting to Ian-san.
With her elemental skill, Ion-san gains Night Soul points and dashes forward a certain distance.
Quick.
With her elemental burst, Ion-san unleashes a powerful ground pound and summons her limited edition kinetic energy scale for workouts to the field.
Wait,
have
what
no
does
idea
that
what-
do?
The energy scale follows the active character and boosts their attack based on Ion-san's own attack and amount of Night Soul points. The more Night Soul points she has, the higher the boost.
Ah, okay. So it's better for Ian-san's Night
So
Soul
they
points
put
to remain
Chevrolet on the
high.
banner again?
Yes, exactly. And that's where the energy scale's other function
Yeah,
comes
let's
in.
show it with
The
Marvika, that's
energy
more
scale
interesting
locks
than
the
the
distance
cow.
the active character has moved, excluding Ion-san herself. The more Ion-san's party members move, the more Night Soul points she gains, which means her attack buff is higher.
Wow.
Who the heck moves a lot? If you think about it. I guess Marvika moves a lot because she does the donuts. You can move a lot around, but I guess then the buff is kind of the longer the. I don't think so, but I can see her being if you think of because she's Electro, so I can think of Chevrolet's teams. You can play Chevrolet with Marvika. That's something you cannot do with Shilonen. But I don't see her inherently being better. I think Shilonen is probably the gonna be premium. I can see what's it? Chaska can move around a lot as well because you can during your charging up you can move the whole time. But you need to have the movement because the greater the movement distance, the better the attack boost. Whereas Bennett is better for stationary stuff because not everyone can move around a lot. I don't see it being worthwhile on like Scaramouche to move around because you waste uptime on your skill. No way. I don't think it, because Shao's team is pretty stacked already with Farusan, Cloud Retainer, and Farina. That's kind of pretty stacked already. I don't see the buff being bigger than Farina in contribution. I don't see it bigger than Farusan, who is so hard dedicated for Anemo. And I don't see Cloud Retainer's plunge buffs be out. Shao's current team is pretty stacked. I see a main thing is because she's Electra, so she can be with Chevrolet's teams. That's kind of what they were showcasing as well with because they're showing always with Pyro characters, and so you have Cow, you have Marvika, and whatever other teams you can think of. Although there's got to be some math around the distance thing. I would assume it's probably something heavily dependent on like all 4-star characters. You probably need C6 for them to really shine. If it's, which is not really realistic. Like getting C6 Yanshan, you probably get like. You'd probably get like at least 3 useless cows in the meantime.
Oh, okay, so it all comes down to the amount of exercise. Very fitting for a trainer. So Yansan probably works best with characters who use movement abilities in combat.
That's true.
Gameable.
Although, because of that, her buff
assume
isn't
vertical
restricted to a
movement is-
specific AoE. So moving around is kind of the point. I'm sure travelers will figure...
Oh yeah, Kinich. Actually, I don't know how much Electro she does, but if she doesn't do that much, you're right, Kinich works around like a ton. It depends on how much she applies that she can ruin it. I mean, I don't know what applies Electro of that stuff and how much. It's like something... Well, you only need like one Electro thing and then you have the bullet. But the thing is, if it's not too much and you have like constant application of the Pyro, then you can definitely run it with Kinich. I feel like Marvika might have enough to outweigh the Electro and still keep the Pyro on there.
out all sorts of cool team comps.
That's so nice.
Also, when a nearby party member triggers a
doesn't
Night's
look like
burst, Ianzan obtains the warming up effect through one of her talents, allowing her to continuously restore HP to your current active character for a period of time.
Oh, I like that. Because recovery is definitely important
Cow
in training
almost
too.
dead.
Ianzan's training comes in handy for exploration as well. In the Night Soul's Blessing state, Ianzan's movement speed is enhanced, and holding the sprint button allows her to enter the even faster at rush state.
Wow, that's lightning fast. Looks like Iansan's got some serious athletic ability. I really like how all her skills suit her profession.
Yeah, I feel like her training philosophy really shines through. It takes constant, dedicated practice to truly harness your power. And that's definitely what makes Iansan so effective against her enemies.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of enemies, I see a danger notice here.
Right.
Danger.
Well, travelers need to defeat this creature to get Varessa's Ascension materials. It uses scalding lava and rocks to attack its foes, so make sure you're prepared, travelers.
This monster kind of reminds me of...
We will have to face it in Abyss like 20 million years from now.
the lava enemies we
I thought we
faced
get
before.
a free Janssen.
The ones afraid of pyro attacks.
Oh, you're right. It's like an extreme version of those enemies, and it works in a similar way. Hit it with enough pyro attacks and it will change form, giving you
And you have to hit the fire thing with fire attacks? That feels like unnatural.
an opportunity to strike. Now is also the perfect time to talk about an improvement to the boss tracking system. Starting in version 5.5, clicking on a boss icon.
Oh, there we see the map. So down there's the part where it goes to the other. And down there in the cave is to the south of this island thingy. So this is new, there's new, and there's Molani's tribe, and then there's Asina. That's how them.
On the map will allow you to more quickly navigate to its location.
Oh, nice. Well, that should make farming a lot easier.
All right, I'd say it's about time for our first break.
Oh, wait, we forgot something important.
Oh, of course, the event wishes. In the first half of version 5.5, we'll have event wishes from Veressa and Xianyun. Ian-san will also enjoy a drop.
Damn, never lucky. She's actually. That shows that they're not confident in the cow because they put the new character with cow. Because typically they put the new character always on the second banner, but that only works if they have like a big character that people would pull for. Let's be real, they're not confident in the cow, otherwise they always put it on the second half otherwise. Look at Ororon. Ororon was on the second half. No, Ororon was on the... Actually, I don't remember well.
Rate boost. Plus, a new 5-star catalyst, Vivid Notions, will be featured on the weapon banner.
Yeah, that would have
And
been
in the
the...
second half of version...
That would have been the thing if this... Also, the second phase has like the way bigger character, which is Shilonen. The second banner is probably gonna be dog shit because Shilonen is way too broken.
.5, we'll have returning event wishes for Shilonen and Venti.
All right, now we can actually take our first break. See you soon.
波波，沃鲁之邦是一个什么样的地方？
乌鲁之邦啊，是一个充满力量与肌肉的地方。那么他们这个部族里面的人解决问题的哲学就是力大专飞。那我们在设计这个区域地图的。
Venti has been killed when Kazuha released because they made every enemy not able to be sucked by Venti but only by Kazuha. They really hate Venti. And Venti has not really ever been fully fixed ever since. So technically the point is they made the point they made enemies literally only able to suck by Kazuha. Like these samurai dudes, I think they changed some of them later on, but there was literally only Kazuha could group them up. Venti was insanely powerful in one point, like one of the best characters because of his grouping nature, but they literally made enemies exclusively for that new grouping. Funny enough, they made that change after Kazuha banner, so people already skipped Kazuha because they had Venti, because Venti was technically better than Kazuha because of all the grouping. And then they added like tons of enemies that were force anti-Venti, and especially the final floor of Abyss is generally always anti-Venti. He's good at what he does, but it doesn't have he's only pretty much used in floors that are easy. Like what technically there's no reason for you to pull from unless you really like him, but the only sort of actually difficult content is or should I say the only content where he actually can use his stuff is probably floor 11, which you can probably do with just a build DPS.
的时候啊，就希望大世界、角色和龙都有这种力大专飞的感觉。比方说在探索的时候啊，碰到跨越不了的悬崖，我觉得跑得够快就能够顺势起飞。碰到一定要
I played Venti, Ayaka, Mona, and Diona, and later Shenhe and Kokomi. But it didn't have much of a utility for I never had Ganyu. Like Mona, Ganyu. Who else was in there? I think they're like some abbreviations thingy. That's where the name comes. The first thing is Mona. Where does the R come from? It's like some abbreviation thing where the Mo comes from Mona, then the Ga comes from Ganyu, and then I don't remember who else was in there. Is the Fana Na from Diona? Then who's with R? I don't remember. But I know it's like a Ganyu freeze team. But I only got Ganyu like semi-recently on the last Lantern ride. So I never actually played Ganyu. Ganyu got power crept by Ayaka hard on the freeze. And freeze is kind of in pretty much in the dumpster right now.
过的河流，我觉得跑得够快就可以水上漂，包括碰到一些复杂地形，我觉得跑得够快就能够打通隧道、改变地形，等等等等。
And where does the R come from? Actually, then it's more confusing. I guess it's kind of.
织帮的人在日常生活中有什么有意思的事情吗？
我想起来，这有一款知名的风味饮料，就是用沃鲁之邦盛产的水果加兔角龙猛烈的撞击做出来的。其中这个充满烈度的撞击是关键。毕竟我觉得这个叫做大力出。
停，我觉得这段得卡掉。那这次做火山有什么灵感吗？
这个嘛，我总觉得之前纳岛的生态还缺少一点狂野。 而火山天然就具有的野性美，则可以很好的弥补这一块。不过我们开发的同学对这个设计的想法还不太统一。
我觉得火山吧，就应该激烈的喷发，火山应该像一座死火山一样沉静一点。
那最后我们努力的满足了双方的需求，让它一会儿沉静，一会儿喷发。
那除了夸张的风景地貌，有没有什么有趣的内容？
Now I get is the volcano actually doing something?
当然也是有的，比如说这个小家伙的故事，就会在这个版本迎来高潮。
So we have the finale.
我们这个版本有狂野的自然生态，有激情对撞的场景，甚至还有夸张的地方传奇等着大家。也希望大家能够喜欢5.5版本的游戏内容。
好看，
我觉得应该会喜欢吧。
Hello, travelers! Welcome back to.
I still hope. I don't think they will go for it because they're probably too scared of making it. I hope the volcano will just fuck shit up.
The version 5.5 special program.
Welcome back. Does everyone still remember the volcanic eruption we saw earlier? Well, the eruptions are actually getting a lot more intense.
That seems like a bad omen.
Yeah. Travelers will need to investigate the volcano to learn more. And to do that, travelers will need to wait for the right moment and head to the very top of a circular isle known as the Skyfire Circlet, which sits right above the volcano.
You know, being so close to the crater really does look very dangerous, but...
We're going to Broken Forum Azula, where we fight against some remnants of the dragons. What do you think? Definitely definitely original.
Wow, is it stunning?
Once you make it to the top, you can use a special method to enter the volcano and follow a mechanical dragon into an underground ruin.
I don't even know what that means. But I never played the game, so I don't know about any legends in the game. Oh, it's just I never played the game. I mean, I'm a Dota player, so inherently by nature you kinda enemies with that. That's like things that don't work together. Dota and League are like mortal enemies. I like the way the sun looks.
Wow.
I have no idea about League of Legends whatsoever. I know what Ari looks like, and I know that there's wait, what is that character named? Like some small sort of furry thing. I'm kind of hanging on the name. No, that's not a. I don't think I recognize any of these names. But that's a character that they basically stole from the old Dota forums when League was first made. Like from the hero suggestion thingy. No, that's not. No, I remember the name. It's called Timo or something. That's the one they stole from the Dota suggestion when the for. There was in like the old Dota forum had like fan suggestions, and Riot hired what it was the guy's name, Pendragon, as the community some community manager or something, and Pendragon was the one managing the Dota forum at that time. So he took down the forum, took all the hero suggestions, gave them to the League people, and instead put on a League of Legends ad instead of the Dota forum. I suppose that's one thing that people still hate to this day.
Oh, it's
that's
so
where it
majestic.
all started.
I thought the inside of a volcano would be nothing but lava and rock, but this place is more like a city.
There have long been legends in that land that speak of a sacred city and a volcano. And that's exactly what this place is. It's the sacred city of Tolan, built by the Dragonborn of ages past.
Wow, the shattered sky
Dragonborn, we're
looks
playing
so
Skyrim.
cool. And these mechanisms look so advanced.
Are we going to Broken Farm Azula?
Travelers
We're
might
playing
notice
Elden
a certain
Ring.
resemblance to the Secret Source automaton. And that's because everything you see here, the Secret Source servants, the dragons circling the sky, the giant structures, are all relics from the age of the ancient dragons.
Those flying ones.
Are you gonna fight a boss fight where a dragon reverts time just like in Elden Ring? I gotta remember, was it Lich Dragon Fortress X or was it the other one? Like there's two dragons that I think it was Lich Dragon Fortress X. Are you gonna fight that one?
They're called Secret Source Dragon idols, right? Wow, we can actually ride them. This dragon technology is really impressive.
So unfortunately, due to the previous war between dragons and humans, along with years of abyssal corrosion, the city doesn't operate like it should.
The war between dragons and humans. What happened?
A few clues were revealed in Ochkanatlan, but there are more secrets to uncover this time, and travelers will need the help of a very special Saurian along the way.
Ooh, I'm guessing that means it's time for another adventure with Little One?
Absolutely, that's right. Travelers might remember that during the Cinder City World Quest in version 5.2, a mysterious dragonborn said venturing to a sacred city was the key to dispelling the Flame Lord's blessing and unraveling the mysteries surrounding Little One. I know a lot of people can't wait to get to the bottom of that curse and learn more about the so-called Chosen of Dragons. And it looks like exploring this place might give you some answers.
Not just answers, but also rewards. A total of 400 Primo Gems in exploration mission rewards are up for grabs by exploring the new 5.5 regions. These rewards will be available through version 5.6, so don't miss out. All right, let's get into the version 5.5 events.
Yes.
I'm gonna be so pushing it off, and then barely before 5.6 ends, do the exploration and sounds like a plan, am I right? Pushing it off till the last moment and then rushing the exploration.
Similar to the
I wonder what the
Sacred
new
Dragon
cards
City,
are. I actually
our
don't
first
know.
event gives travelers the chance to learn about Natlan's past.
Tournament of Glory and Bloom. So it's a...
I guess you already knew that. I guess it really is an aura run. Well, I guess more aura runs are good, but I had hoped maybe I get a Janssen. I'm not procrastinating. I'm just telling you what it's gonna come down to. For sure. That's more real. Aoife looks definitely. He does have 5-star looks. The cow has 4-star look. Cow should be a 4-star. His color scheme is definitely unique. There's some. He looks kind of reminiscent of Mint of sorts. I don't know why. He looks like somebody that likes Mint. And Oron means that probably not gonna have a Sitlali for like a whole year or something. But this shows how little confidence they have, because if they would have put Janssen on there, that would have reduced the cow pullers even more. Because now some people might do some pull attempts to get Janssen.
Competition?
Yeah. The name of the event is a reference to the Bloomflower Trials, a kind of competition that hasn't been held in Natlan for a long time.
Ooh, mysterious. So why is it being held now after so much time?
Well, the main reason is to help an ailing Saurian.
But I guess I'm planned around it. That's why I have not used any standard banner pull in a long time. So I'm waiting for after for 5.6 with my standard banner pull, so I have a chance to get a Janssen. I'm playing around it big time. I'm collecting all the standard pulls, so I have a chance to get a Janssen.
Oh, the little Tapetlosaur wearing the hat.
Yeah, he's a brave little Saurian who contracted a rare illness during the fight against the Abyss. So the tribal chiefs enlisted the help of a professional Saurian vet, Aoife.
Hey, Kukuku's there too.
Of course. He's Aoife's assistant after all, and a very capable one at that.
No way, bro!
Yes way, bro! According to Aoife, if we want to save this Saurian, we need to collect sacred flame crystals, a special resource that can be obtained when tribes fight against each other during the Bloomflower Trials.
Oh, I would do anything to help that little guy.
I know, and luckily the 6 tribal chiefs agree. But that's not the only purpose of the tournament. Mawika sees it as a chance for a different kind of competition to unite her people. And she's even funding the event herself.
Huh. So if all 6 tribes are participating, I wonder which team the Traveler will join. How does that work?
Oh, right. Let me explain the event gameplay.
That would be the funny random if they like to mess with people more by making characters 4-stars. He's gonna be a 4-star that supports Skirk for no reason. What do you think? How would the EVA mains feel? Suddenly a 4-star that's a dedicated support for Skirk.
Take it away.
This event has 2 different kinds of gameplay. The Bloomflower Trials and Saurian Treasure Seeker. In the Bloomflower Trials, travelers will fight alongside their companions in an inter-tribal competition that puts their offensive and defensive capabilities to the test. For example, this is an offensive battle with Mualani. In offensive battles, you need to break through the enemy's defensive barriers to capture their stronghold. Your allies will provide valuable support on the battlefield.
Yep.
Use their skills to your advantage to complete various stage events and seize the enemy's main base.
And this one with Varessa must be a defensive battle.
That's right. In defensive battles, you need to prevent your flag from being destroyed and work with your allies to protect your base.
Wow, so it's a true standoff
Why the
between
hell
the
are
tribes.
tribes?
Uh-huh. In this event...
Fighting against other tribe people, suddenly they turn into Hillagers once the battle begins.
And when you're competing, you're having fun.
Okay, so what about the Saurian Treasure Seeker?
Basically, travelers need to guide Saurians on a treasure hunt by switching the indicated direction at various intersections while collecting treasure and avoiding hazards.
This looks interesting, but I think it's probably gonna be way too easy. I have a feeling that this is gonna be like toddler level difficult.
Along the route, like hilly trail patrols and lava eruptions.
Ooh, looks fun.
Plus, different Saurians have different abilities, so make sure to choose the best route. Oh, I should also mention, completing this event will give travelers the chance to invite Auroron to their party.
What is that pronunciation? I didn't know he called Auroron? Like aura? I don't know. He was Auron from Final Fantasy. And he definitely is a good 4-star to get. I feel like Jensen would have been way better. I guess no Jensen for an eternity or something. By the time I get Jensen, it's over.
Version 5.5 also has other exciting events in store. The first one is a more light-hearted co-op event. Travelers can either randomly match with other players or team up with friends.
Co-op with friends is always so fun.
Yeah, in this event, the goal is to collect as many adventure coins as possible. Interact with item boxes scattered around the challenge arena to obtain key resources to secure victory.
Oh, so the items help you mess with other players and prevent them from earning points?
Yeah, that's right.
Like
Plus,
PvP?
everyone has a designated character, so make sure to use their skills to your advantage.
Whoa, 4 Mawikas? I can't even tell them apart. So I guess if you're gonna mess with another player, then you better target the right one.
Oh, definitely. Especially because rewards are on the
And the
line.
Mario Party is...
So this next event looks like it takes place at the People of the Springs.
That's right. It's called Rhythm Ball Metzli.
Is that a rhythm
Mualani
game?
invited the traveler to her tribe for a special music festival. Shilonen and Mizuki are going to be there too.
Sounds nice and relaxing. I feel like Shilonen needs that in her life.
True. In this event, the goal is to strike incoming balls with the paddle to smash the blocks. The paddle's element changes based on your character's elemental type, so you can even trigger elemental reactions.
What was the game called?
All you need to do is hit the balls to the beat to defeat the boss.
Oh, well, that doesn't seem too hard.
No, but this next event might be.
Ooh.
So, Unlimited Fighting Championship features 5 stages of high...
Oh, people will be upset about if they put in another one of those, because it looks like the super tough combat event where this floor seems like it's gonna be like the Giga Whale one. 900, wait, in the second half 900 times. Yeah, that looks like something Giga Whales. If you compare like the numbers, like 5 times, 40 times, 200 times, or it seems. And then 900 times. It's like if your whole team is C6 or something level of...
difficulty combat challenges. Each stage is divided into 2 halves. In the first half, you need to follow the directions specified in the challenge to earn buffs, which should give you an edge in the second half as you face off against formidable bosses. Your chosen difficulty determines the max HP of the bosses.
Wait, 9,999 times HP multiplier? Is that even possible to defeat?
Well, let's just say the highest difficulty doesn't take the word challenge lightly.
Okay, well, this next event has to do with artifacts. So, within the event period, you can earn double the artifact drops.
Well, that's something that some people complained about it. You know, it's gonna be like rough sorting it out, because I probably have to basically sort my inventory after. And the answer is probably not. I mean, you can get the thing is, the way you handle it, you get the primal gems and then you call it, because the highest reward is basically just money and shitty weapon upgrade crystals. I have too many around anyway. It's literally made for people with full-on C6 R5 lineups. Like the Giga Whales that then grinded out stuff. But that's the first time we get double on the artifact drops. I mean, some people were like hoping for. I think there was like some random video where they were like, the other games have that, and this doesn't change shit really. It's alright. It's not really a big deal to me, this event. But it's kind of a pain in the. Actually, sorting the artifacts after every double drop is gonna be a pain in the ass. I want substat manipulation, to be honest, because you just get double the garbage from this. It doesn't change much. Combat event. I like combat event. I like the last one, even the one where I don't think this one even had the background thingy. Like the last one was still pretty fair, even though it was rough. But I think this is actually like not the same level as the level 20 sort of in the other event. I feel like that's like absolutely insane whale level.
So if you need to do some artifact farming, don't miss out. Travelers...
At least, I think it's still better than some of the previous, because if they leave something for the upper end of sorts, that's still fine for me. If there's no big deal of rewards, if they put something in there for the Giga Whales, who cares? It's definitely better than the stuff where you don't have to bother at all with any mechanics and just AFK. I guess the rewards are kind of almost AFK level, but there's still something to play around, I guess. Maybe the third difficulty is still pretty fair and fun to challenge, whereas the fourth difficulty is basically just Giga Whale.
Can also look forward to a new artifact domain and 2 new artifact sets in version 5.5.
Nice.
Ciao.
Double drops are here just in time.
Yep, and plus, I heard the Long Night's Oath set tells the story of Lightkeepers who fought against the Abyss and Notcry.
Lightkeepers? Wow, Notcry seems so mysterious. Lawkeepers, get your pens ready.
Absolutely. So be sure to check out the story behind the artifact set if you're interested. All right, moving on to Repertoire of Myriad Melodies.
Ooh, are we getting a rhythm game update?
Absolutely. Certain Natlan OST.
Natlan OST. I just unlocked this thing in general. And I was wondering, where's Natlan? To be honest, I don't remember a single of the songs for the characters. You know what I remembered, actually, what was missing? In Fontaine, like, who cares about the Navia song? We were missing the Cheery song. Like, why did they not put in Cheery's song?
Teas will now be available in the game.
I don't know Mualani's
I'm sure people
song.
have been waiting for that.
Future
I think I
updates
watched
will
it, but
continue to add
I
more
don't
music.
think I remember any
In
of these
addition,
songs.
Natlan and Venti-inspired score themes will be added to the Treasure of Myriad Melodies shop, so check them out if you're interested. Plus, in the new update, you can now play the rhythm game in the Serenity Pot.
Nice.
Version 5.5 is also adding new permanent envisaged echoes challenges for Venti and Dia.
To be honest, you know what's kind of they look nice and all, but none of my characters except really has I cannot really unlock it because they have the hard level requirement. I'm pretty sure I could easily do the stages, but I cannot get in because of the hard level
Complete them
requirement.
to earn their corresponding echoes.
Ooh, Dia's flames are so cool. Oh, and Venti's echoes look like feathers and Cecilia.
Although I might actually, I'm about my Zhongli is pretty close to leveling up, so I might get my first one of these soon, and I do it with Zhongli.
Cecilia's. Very fitting.
So check them out if you're interested.
Yeah, and good luck with the challenges.
Travelers can also look forward to some genius invocations.
Emilia made it into the card game. That's a new card as well, I think. We're having a burn team with Emilia.
TCG updates, including new character and action cards.
So don't miss out, Genius Invocation.
Oh, Kachina. Kachina's new too.
Fans.
And let's see, is anything else? No, this hand is wait, this one is new, I think, as well. Or is that the one with the energy? I don't remember. I think there's a different. What? That's the main game. How can you not like Genius Invocation TCG, the card game that swept all over Tevat?
All right. Next up on the agenda is
our break for the third redemption code. See you on the other side, travelers.
Although this time, no, it's actually there's an old card. I didn't recognize it from the upper half, but this is the one that gives energy from the other teammates to one teammate. So Kachina and Emilia. I play Emilia with father.
Today's goal is to get moving and burn fat. Just follow.
I don't think I want
Let's jump right into some system optimization.
Let's see what we optimize the enhancement of defined artifacts. I don't fully understand, but I want to create treasure compass, item detection, adds boss tracking. I guess we gotta see what.
First, the Sanctifying Elixir, which travelers can use to generate artifacts, now has a guarantee.
Ooh, what kind of guarantee?
So starting in 5.5, for artifacts defined with Sanctifying Elixir, as you raise them to maximum level, at least 2 substat enhancements along the way are guaranteed to be applied to your targeted substats.
But you get the minimum 2 good rolls on your substats. That's actually really good. So no matter how... So at least you get 2 crit rate rolls while the rest rolls into dogshit flat defense. That's the first time substat manipulation is of... They finally realized that the substats are the big deal. I don't even care about this. I could have grinded out a good main stat piece if I could completely manipulate the substats.
Hopefully this improves the leveling experience.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like it'll be easier to get the artifact you're aiming for. This next update...
Damn, they rolled a crazy one there. I don't think I have a single artifact as good on this.
Also be useful. In version 5.5, the treasure compass will now be able to detect...
Sucks for everyone using it previously though. I guess you can call it a giga win for being too indecisive to ever use any of the elixirs, so I never have wasted any in the past. Guess the best thing is always to just don't do anything. I never used any because I was always too indecisive. Common indecisiveness, W. I mean, not everyone used the stuff. I crafted it every version, but I didn't use them at all. And there's probably still a few in the world around. I could technically craft, I think I have like 5 or so lying around. And I still haven't even picked up from most of the tribes the bonus ones.
More treasure locations, including the new kind of Manitus in the Collective of Plenty region.
Oh, nice. So that should make it easier to farm those primo gems.
Exactly. Plus, in addition to the boss tracking update we mentioned earlier, there will also be updates to the mail system, so be sure to check out the developers' discussion for further details.
And...
I don't get what boss tracking guy or mail system update really means. Because the mail system, you press on the letter and then claim and that's it.
We also have a piece of out-of-game news to share. So, Genshin Impact is teaming up with Seagate to release an external SSD. Let's take a closer look at the collab.
That's so random. Random signal. So is this good enough that you could even play Genshin on? Because typically external SSDs are way too slow to play any games from. Maybe it's like just something giga. If that one you Sinnoh will definitely win. Or it's like the most random thing to call up with. So you can put the game on your external SSD, and if you're like working somewhere, you can start Genshin on your work PC from the external SSD and just keep doing your daily, so you don't rest in overcap.
And with that, we've made it all the way through our version 5.5 trap.
Well, that's pretty much it then. To summarize it, I do like the region. It looks like it's kind of characters are yeah, chaos whatever. Easy skip of my life. I will keep the eye out for the next version after. If the next version after doesn't have anything I'm interested in, I could see potentially maybe a 50-50 on Shilonen, but I'm kind of worried that her 4-star lineup will be like giga trash, because Shilonen is probably one of the strongest characters, one of the most broken characters in the game. So I'm kind of expecting they probably put the shittiest character possible on there. But I guess either way, I like the optimizations. I might actually craft one for once, but it's kind of. I still think that the version's gonna be fun. I'm interested in the dinosaur story, and I want to explore the stuff. Guess thanks MiHoYo for making us save all our pulls and we never have to spend any. Good that they don't like money. Well, aside from that, that's it for the videos. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.